I'm Chris from Discount Aquarium, Fish and Reef in Tempe, and today I'm in our bathroom because I want to show you the one tank that every reefer is going to want to set up somewhere out of the way, possibly in the garage. All you're going to need for this is something like a 20-gallon long, like this tank. I've got a lid on here just to help with evaporation. This is just a cheap LED, high-powered LED. It's got blue and red lights on it, mainly like a fuge type spectrum. You can pick these things up used for 50, 75 bucks. They're not even very expensive new online, but you want something that's pretty strong. In fact, this light, if I didn't have the green water, would be almost too bright for the Cheeto algae that I've got growing in the tank. But what you're going to do when you set this up, you're going to put a heater on the tank, especially if it's in the garage, heat it up to 78, 80 degrees. I've got a small back filter on here. You want to have one that just uses a sponge. You don't want to run carbon or things that are going to chemically filter the water. And then what I've done is I've dumped a bottle of live phytoplankton, and I've dumped some seed pods. I have arthropods and I've also got some just basic cocopods in there. And I've thrown in a good portion of Cheeto algae, and this is also where I harvest Cheeto algae to sell in the shop because it grows quite quickly in this system. I've also got some little pod homes in there. I did a video on how to build those, where you can buy them, because that way I can easily shake those little pod homes out and transfer the pods that I'm culturing in this system into our coral system, where they can do some good and provide some nourishment to the coral and help populate that tank. I use a product called Cheeto Grow by Brightwell. This gives the Cheetos some fertilization so that it can grow quickly. And I also use from Sustainable Aquatics some pod nip coral food, cocopod food. I put a little bit of each of those in every day, keep those pods well fed so they'll produce for me, and keep the macroalgae growing with this. What'll happen in about a week or two's time, your water will turn green. That's the development of that phytoplankton. And then what I do is once a week I siphon out about 2 gallons of water from this tank. I shake a couple of the pod hotels in that, and I take that out to our reef tank to feed both phytoplankton and the pods, which are zooplankton, to the coral. So you can see this is a really great thing for any of us reefers to have at our home, in the garage or somewhere, so that we can produce good quality live food that's going to help our reef tanks. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you much.